Hey friends, it's Natana. Today is December 4th, 2023. I thought it would be fun to do a check-in with you guys, a winter check-in to keep on with my seasonal check-ins. Got a drink from the monkey cup, you know. So, let's see. What shifted for me? You guys, if you've been following, I did the starch. Well, I guess technically I started with 10 days of Mary's Mini by the Starch Solution. And then for the rest of the month of those 10 days, so it was like a full 21 day, I did the Starch Solution. And so I think I had one more week because I made a bet with one of my coworkers. I didn't know that he is a carnivore, like a meativore, like he's into eating pretty much only meat. And I was coming in with a whole food, plant-based, no oil diet, you know, talking at work, not knowing. So he gets all up in his feelings, and I was like, oh man, I'm not trying to be triggering people today and dealing with this garbage. So to counteract that, I said, let's make it a bet, you know, because he's a dude, he's into competition. So he liked that idea, and he made it a bet. And I won the bet, of course. And part of the bet is whatever weight I lose in those 10 days of the Mary's Mini, I have to keep off for 3 weeks with the Starch Solution. No cheating, right? So that's how that went. And not only did I lose 10 pounds in 10 days, I lost 20 pounds in that 3 weeks after. So I lost 10 more pounds in those 3 weeks from the Starch Solution. And again, what that is a whole food, plant-based, no oil. And when I say no oil, I mean no processed oil or processed fat eating. So no butters, no oils, even healthy oils, because a food cooking oil or butter is as potent. I don't know about butter, but I'll say oil is as potent as a essential oil. So we know how strong essential oils are. You only need 1 drop because it's so concentrated. Well, the same thing's true in cooking oil, but you are eating fat. So imagine how much fat you're actually taking in when we're using nonstick spray or using oil for cooking. So people with heart issues, it's not a good thing for them. Oil and the heart does not go good together. I have heart issues in my family. I'm 35. I'm in another hormonal phase. Technically, this would be my 3rd hormonal phase in life as a woman. And nothing has helped me lose this weight except for doing the Starch Solution, a whole food, plant-based, no oil. I don't know if it's the animal byproduct or if it's just the oil. I know for sure I'm lactose intolerant, so that's just out of the picture. And I cheated during the holidays, and I had way too much sugar, but not as much as I normally would, which was really encouraging. But I also had a lot of meat and a lot of oil. And I smell and I'm sweaty. And I'm like, you could even tell I'm bloated, you know? I'm still coming off of this. So, is it the meat that makes me smelly and sweaty? Or is it the oil that makes me sweaty and smelly? I personally think it's the meat that makes me smelly and sweaty. And I think I know the oil bloats me and makes me fat, for a fact. I know that. Because I had nothing, and then I added in oil one day, and I was so bloated and in pain. I was cramping in pain. It was crazy. Anyways, I'm ranting on about this. I need to move forward. So that happened. I won the bet. I dropped 20 pounds and some inches. Well, it inspired me to continue working out like I know I should be doing every day. I have Aries and Mars, so my Aries and Mars needs movement. I have to burn energy because I just have energy to burn, and physical activities is one of the best ways to do that for any fire dominant sign. To be a fire dominant sign, one, you have to have fire ruling your natal chart, or you have a fire placement, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your sun, your moon, your rising, your Mercury, your Venus, or Mars. I was like, what am I forgetting? The planet of action, Mars, its natal placement, and it's in its natal sign. So it's exalted in that energy. So what that means is like, I am fight you or I need to go exercise type of vibes, right? Like that's my just natural energy. So Aries rules action and conflict, war. So I would be a great warrior, but I'm also great at taking action, but I'm not amazing at following through with action and making sure that it actually happens. So working out is great for me because when I do workout programs, instead of just working out every day, like if you want to know why I like workout programs rather than working out every day, first of all, I like working out by myself. I don't like going to the gym. I don't like the vibe of the gym. I'm not a gym chick. I don't want to fucking socialize with you, while I'm working out per se. I just want to do my own thing and get it done and be in my own space and have me time. So working out at home for me is perfect. And also having a program, there's a start date and an end date. And for me, that's vital because I could actually like keep track of things. I could try different types of workout programs and see how that goes. Sure, I could do that on my own, but I don't want to put that much time, energy, and effort into figuring it out. I'm a massage therapist currently, and I do other things, and I don't need to add on a personal trainer into the mix if I don't want to, and I just don't want to right now. So am I a mentor to help educate and inspire like-minded women like myself who are dealing with hormonal issues, who are dealing with mental health issues, who are just extra sensitive, help themselves through working out? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've been doing that for a long time, and I still continue to advocate for that because exercise covers so many spectrums in life. Like just yesterday, I had a conversation with one of my teammates, and I was chit-chatting with her, and I asked her, like, are you scared? And I shared a fear with her, of mine, of what I'm scared about when it comes to transformation of our body, mind, and spirit. And slowly but surely through the conversation, she started to open up and be more vulnerable and share more and more of herself. And I was sharing with my mentor that a little bit about the conversation that I was having with my teammate. And she said to me, isn't it amazing how fitness covers everything? How we can have these deep, intimate, personable conversations about our psyches and our life that had made us who we are and the person we desire to be just through body movement. And it really does cover everything. So for me, working out is a must. Health. And also, it's more about building trust with myself by showing up for my promises. So for me, I'm utilizing fitness in a multitude of ways as a platform to meet a multitude of needs that I have in just abstract ways that you wouldn't normally put two and two together. So, I talked a little bit about the fitness and how I got back into working out with Beachbody, which is now BOD. They've rebranded themselves. So Beachbody is no longer about like, hey, let's get the most ripped and the most sexy. Beachbody's new mission statement is there is no such thing as a beach body because every body is a beach body. And I love that. We love inclusivity in the sense that you are welcomed And in the same respect and the same breath, I can say something like, as a as an individual, even though I love Beachbody's mission statement, I know for a fact that you cannot have results if you don't show up. So the programs are inclusive in the sense that you can join no matter what level you're at, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. It doesn't matter. It's inclusive. There's something for everybody. Even if you want to do one of the hardest programs, there will be a modifier in the program. So you can still try, but well, let me rephrase that. You won't get results unless you put in work. So I just need to emphasize that it's not that you aren't to show up, and it's that you have space to show up, and it's still up to you to show up. That's pretty much what that jazz is. So outside of fitness and I think I told you about the starch solution. It's a book, by the way. Outside of the food intake and the fitness, what's been going on for me is I've just been building my massage practice here in Oregon. I finally decided that I might want to start making some friends. So I'm building community at work with some of my coworkers and giving it a chance. My mental health is feeling a lot better. It's about a year now that I've been off my Lamictal, and I'm really noticing the differences. I don't know if it's the food, if it's the fitness, or coming off the Lamictal, but I feel like I'm coming out of this state of resistance where I had so much avoidant energy and resistance and hiding energy. It's just like I had talked about the other day. When I was a little kid, I used to shove everything under the bed or in the closet to clean. My stepmom showed up in the picture and she said, if you don't clean the room right, I'm going to take away your bed and your closet doors. Well, I cleaned my room right, and she gave me a bedroom makeover, which was super awesome, unexpected, so fun, really just life-changing and altering, giving me an opportunity to really show up for myself and then really reward me for showing up for myself in the proper way. What's my point to this? Oh yeah. So, me being avoidant and just really struggling to show up for myself, even affecting my own money, which is something I would never do. Venus Capricorn here, my love language is about security. It's about consistency. It's about teamwork. It's about game plans. It's about the money, honey. And so for me to fuck up my own money, woo, that is too far in the mental health realm. So I just feel so thankful to be surrounded by people that are loving, that are caring, that are understanding, that are patient, that are kind. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. And we all have our own slip-ups and bad days. But wow, just wow to have so much support is really what I need, and I'm so thankful for it. And it's building trust within me to open up more and participate more in the community of my place of work. I don't know, like a lot of y'all don't know, but like 2016 I had a lot of harassment go on at work. And normally I wouldn't allow something like that to happen, which I still did not allow something like that to happen. But normally I would get like aggressive. People would dare not aggress me. And if they did, they knew that they were going to be met with a fucking hurricane of Natana coming at you, because the fuck right now. I do my best to be a fair person. I slip up, but I'm really am a kind and caring person. But if you piss me off, it's you're going to know that you pissed me off. I can't hide it. My face just speaks for me all the time. I need to speed things up here. I'm like in talk mode, and I got things to do. So that's happening. That happened. It's going better now without medication. It's been over a year. Very happy about that. I finally got some health care for the state of Oregon, so back to therapy I go, hopefully. DBT therapy. Let's pray to God that they don't make me do medication to do DBT therapy, because if not, I won't be doing it. So let's put it out there. Natana finds DBT group therapy that doesn't require her to be on medication. And so it is. So that was a thing. What else has happened? I got new tires for driving in the snow. First time ever living in the snow full time and driving. So far, so good. And I got a new kitten. Her name is Xena. Xena the Warrior Princess. She's a little Maine Coon mix. I absolutely love her. She's a gem. She's totally added quality and quantity to my household. And I'm so thankful for that. Ooh, that's what it is. The main thing I wanted to touch upon. So often, because of my mental health, the way I was brought up, etc., things that happen in the moment that I've trained myself to not react to. No, don't react, respond. Okay. So the things I've chose myself to not react to, a lot of times instead of responding, I'll just like shut it down and move on, because I'm not sure exactly how I want to respond to that. And that could take me days to weeks to actually process. I'll forget, and then all of a sudden it just pops back up in my mind. And I'm like, holy shit. And I'm flooded with all these emotions of the things that I probably was feeling in that moment that I just shut down because I couldn't handle dealing with it in the moment. So it was interesting, because I was met with a fear of mine, and it's not so much a fear as it's a frustration, but regardless, the frustration comes from that, in that anger state, and it does have to relate to fear and things like that. So I was jokingly sharing with a family member, like, because they were in pain. And I wasn't jokingly, but I was being playful when I was sharing this. I was like, hey, you injured your back, you need to exercise, you need to build muscle. You should join my workout team and work out with me. And then you could add on, your partner, and she could join and work out with us. And she makes this joke, and she was like, oh, you mean a pyramid scheme? And my other family member, who has worked many MLMs, laughs with her. And I thought, that's so weird. How weird is it that I've supported these people in every endeavor that they've ever talked about, or I've encouraged them, or I've shared their content to support them in these things. And here I am just playfully bringing up something that has worked for me, that I have tangible results from, not trying to offer them supplements, not trying to offer them anything else except for working out and moving their body. And that was the energy I was met with. And it was just like, the fuck. And I know in a universal spiritual standpoint, that's just my energy of my fear and frustration being projected back to me from people that I love and care about. But in that moment, I have to separate myself, because maybe they felt like failures because I'm doing something that they're struggling with. Maybe that's more it. Maybe I have finally been able, but this has been a struggle for me for years, up and down, up and down. And so it felt really defeating to have people that I absolutely love and care about and show up for to neglect me, essentially, and put me down and mock me and act as if I don't make good decisions in life. And if I don't make good decisions in life, why aren't you telling me, hey, I think you're making a not good decision in life? There's a lot of confusion. But what I can say is this. What I can say is I believe in myself. What I could say is that I'm learning how to build a business through sales. I'm learning how to have more confidence. I'm learning to communicate better. I'm getting a lot of value out of moving my body in a multitude of ways. I'm showing up for myself greater in a multitude of ways. So, for people to put you down because they I don't know, they just need to, that just speaks a lot about their own personal character and how insecure that they are in themselves in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Instead of celebrating your wins, they want to bring you down. And again, I'm not passing personal judgment on them because I don't know what that situation was about, and nor am I going to address it because I don't need to. But will I say that days later, once I finally had time to process it, did it hurt my feelings? For sure it hurt my feelings. If it was a perfectly good stranger, would I care? No. But because it is my personal friends and family, when I'm not being supported by my personal friends and family and or being attacked or mocked or anything like that, that definitely does not make me feel good. But am I used to it? Yeah. Yeah. And it kind of sucks. So whatever. I hate to end this on like such a shitty note, but I do gotta go. I have to get ready for work. It's my early day at work today. I was trying to get up at 5 in the morning so that way I could get up early enough. I could get my exercise in because I didn't do it yesterday because I was so cold. It was so cold last night. And I was just being really lazy. I even went and laid down in bed early. Like, I don't know. It was just so cold. So anyways, I tried getting up. It didn't happen. I actually ended up sleeping in longer than I normally would had just for my regular wake up day without exercise. So, whatever. It is what it is. And I'm a strong person. I'm used to being left to my own devices, essentially to fend for myself when it comes to like support like that. And that's okay, because you know what? When you're the only person in your family that's like, hey, I'm going to do ancestral work for our family lineage because that's important, because I have nothing else to actually like care about, because existentialism, you just have to find things that work for you, things that you desire. Give yourself goals. Never quit learning. Never stop trying. That's the key, is to always keep trying, because eventually you will have success or you will make progress, So just never give up on yourself. Never quit trying, even if you don't have the support, because, one day those people are going to be dead. Okay, so they won't be in your life to even put you down. And you might even miss those little backhanded compliments that they give you. Not saying that you should be around abusers and celebrate abusers, but broken people are broken. Hurt people hurt people. I used to be a very hurt person, and I used to want to hurt people. And that is one of the reasons that drove me to become the best version of myself, because that's not who I desire to be. I don't desire to be a hurt person hurting people. I desire to be a healed person healing people. So I'm going to take what they said and I'm going to process it with people that understand mental health. And I'm going to remember my own strength and my own worth and my own determination. And I'm going to utilize my results. Gosh, guys, I'm just trying to make this thing not fall over. Oh my gosh, and I'm going to use my own results to keep motivating myself. So that way I can keep being the best version of myself. Because when I'm the best version of myself, I get to provide that for people, and then they get to utilize that and do with it what they will. But hopefully it inspires them to be the best version of themselves. All right, guys, I'm going to brush my teeth. I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for catching up with me on this winter catch up. I'm going to keep uploading Beachbody workouts and doing voiceovers just to inspire people to move their bodies, to be present with their bodies. I'm going to be doing a vision board workshop. I'm thinking I'm going to do it not this weekend, but next weekend. Next weekend, I think I'm going to do that. And then the following weekend will be the new moon, and I will be hosting a new moon crystal bowl meditation journaling ceremony or gathering with my Beachbody team. And it will be a great time. We had a lovely time last time. There is a full moon this Friday, the 6th. I will be uploading a video here on YouTube for that full moon. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and I will see you then. Bye.